Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you guys can tell by the title, today we're going to be doing a get ready with me. So I have not done a get ready with me in so long. I've been doing a lot of get ready with me for bed videos, but I was thinking about like different video ideas and I was like, let's do a get ready with me. I have this big basket in my room with all of my beauty products in here. So before I get ready, I always like to take everything out. So I'm going to need moisturizer, serum, and then I have my makeup bag right here with all my stuff in it. And then I got a bunch of new makeup brushes and sponges, and they didn't fit in my makeup bag, so I just put them in here. I need to get another makeup bag for them, but they are in here for now. Okay, we are gonna go wash my face. I don't wash my face every morning, but sometimes I just do a little bit of water, so that's what we're gonna do now before we get into skincare. My face is all clean, and we're going to go ahead and put on the Good Molecule Discoloration Serum now. And then we're going to go in with the clindamycin. This is my acne prescription that I've been using, and it's been working really good for me. I've been using it since like March. I still do get pimples, so like I have one here, but it's definitely a lot less than it was. Like it used to be like a new pimple almost every day. Almost every day that I wake up, it would be a new pimple. Now it's like maybe 2 or 3 pimples a month, which is very good. Very much better than 2 or 3 pimples a week. And then moisturizer, I'm using the La Roche-Posay Triple Repair Moisturizer. This is the best moisturizer to use like before your makeup, especially if you don't do primer, because I feel that this kind of works as a primer in a way because it's like a little sticky, like a little bit, and so it helps your makeup stay on, and it's also super hydrating, so it's like the perfect base for your makeup. Last but not least, for skincare, I'm going to be using the Cosrx Airy Light Clear Sunscreen Stick. I have been using this for a little while now, and it is so good. I highly recommend that you get a sunscreen stick because it is so easy to put on. Like I just do this, and it is so easy. Like, yes, 10 out of 10. We're gonna get into makeup now. So I always start with my base. I used to start with my lashes, but now I feel that my makeup looks better whenever I start with my base. So I want to show you guys what I've been doing recently because it has changed a little bit, not extremely, but it has definitely changed. We're gonna be starting off with the Revolution foundation stick. I use the shade F3. Honestly, I probably would do good to get like a shade lighter because this one, it's not necessarily like too dark, it's just a little different. I don't know. It does work and it looks fine, so it's not that big of a deal, but I don't use like a lot of this. I just do a little bit. So I'll do like, I start over here and I'll just do like that, like 2 dots. And then we're gonna get my beauty blender and we're gonna blend this out. I actually like, most of the time that I have done makeup in the past, I've always blended with my fingers, and so I bought some beauty blenders and like it's 10 times easier like this. Like, yes, it looks really good whenever you blend with your fingers, but this is like 10 times easier. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing over here on this cheek. I shouldn't have done them so far apart. Let's get a redo. Let's redo that. But yeah, I just do 2 dots and then we'll blend that out really good. And then last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and do the forehead. So I will usually do like 3 dots on my forehead like that, and that is typically enough. This foundation, I'm pretty sure it's like a medium coverage. I don't really remember because it did have words on here, but they came off, so you know. But it gets the job done for me. It does good for me. I don't feel like I need like a super high coverage. I mean, I do have acne scars. I do have, you know, some acne, you know, but I'm so used to it. You know, I've had acne for years, like 4 or 5 years. Like, I'm very used to it. It doesn't really bother me. Like, I know a lot of people, like, when they get a pimple, they're like, oh my gosh, I hate it. I feel like it makes me look so bad. And I do understand that because sometimes I do feel that too. Like, I look at my scars or my pimples and I'm like, oh, I wish it was different. I wish I didn't have them. But overall, I feel like I've just grown super used to it. So it doesn't really bother me too bad. And then I will always just take the Beauty Blender and like whatever is left on there, I'll just kind of go down my neck a little bit and just kind of even it all out. You know what I mean? Make sure it's, you don't want your face and neck two different colors. No. All right, we are moving on to concealer. So actually, believe it or not, I haven't done concealer in a while. Like I used to not do it. I would always just use my foundation stick as concealer because I didn't know that it was foundation for a while, actually, believe it or not. Some way, somehow. Some way, somehow, I didn't know because I've never seen a foundation in a container like that, but I've now learned and I'm like, oh yeah, that's foundation. Yeah, how did I not know? But I'm going to be using the Revlon Candid Photo Ready concealer in the shade 001. I think this one's like banana or something. Yeah, banana. So this is how it looks. Honestly, with this, I would like to get a lighter shade. Just because like I've seen a lot of people, like they'll use like a light shade under their eyes and it looks like really good and bright, and I'm like, wow, that looks really good. So I kind of want to do that, but for now this works. Like this gets the job done. So I kind of do something like this a little bit, like maybe a little more, but you know, something like that. And then we're gonna take my Beauty Blender and blend it out. I always use this part to blend it out because I feel like that's the easiest. Okay, this is how it looks, pretty good. And then I will always take a little bit and just put it right here, because I do get a mustache. I get a mustache, yes. So therefore I have to shave it, which therefore means I do struggle with a little hyperpigmentation up there. I have been putting my SPF every day in hopes that it'll go away, but it takes a while for it to go away. So I do have a little hyperpigmentation up there, which I wish I could take off, but you know, that's why concealer exists. So we're gonna cover that up because I don't like it. We are going to go on in with powder now. I think powder is like my favorite step. So this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder in the shade Fair. So I like a matte look for my makeup. I really like a matte look. I don't like a glowy look. I mean, it's not that I think it looks bad, but of the two, I like a matte look. So this is the perfect powder for that. I always take the back of a makeup brush and just kind of go like this. I don't know if this is normal or if this makes my makeup look worse. I don't know. But I always just do this. You see that? No, this probably makes it get empty faster. Well, I like doing it, so I go like that. And then I need to get a new powder puff. My other one was like going to shreds. Like it needed to be thrown away. So typically I would do a powder puff, but I don't have one today. So she broke, she died. So instead, we're going to be using this part of my Beauty Blender because that's the closest thing to a powder puff I have. So it gets the job done. And then I just pick up a little bit of this on there. Like that. And then put it under my eyes. Just like that. Maybe a little more. Come over here. What? Nothing came off. What happened there? Let's redo that. And then I just take a little bit on the Beauty Blender and I will do around my mouth over here. Just set all that in place so that it does not come off. And then this powder that I have here, I'm going to leave on there while we do our lashes. So I'm trying to think if I want to do lash clusters today or not, because sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll just do mascara. And I don't know. What is the vibe I'm in today? I think I'm in a lash cluster day vibe. Yeah. I'm just going to do my mascara and then we'll see. We'll see. I can always, you know, put them on or not. So I always curl my lashes. This lash curler is from Dollar Tree. It is broken though. She broke. I mean, it still works, but it's, you know, a little broke. I need to get a new one. I went to Dollar Tree yesterday and I forgot. I forgot so many things that I need to get at Dollar Tree, but it's fine. I can still use it. So I always curl the lashes, you know. Because my lashes, they're like thick, but you can't tell because they like to go down. So I like to curl them. Make them go up, you know. There we go. That's better. And then mascara, I use the La Cura They're Brilliant. Love this one. This is just the black color. I've seen people trying like a brown mascara. I've never had that before. I've never done that. But I do want to try that. I think that would look good on me because I have brown hair. I think that would. And I just do a couple layers. I do the least amount that I can to make it look good. Because I've heard if you put a lot on, it will like weigh your lashes down and they'll fall. And they won't look like as good and as long. So therefore I try to do the littlest bit that I can, but still making them look good. So let's see. And two, it does depend if I'm going to be doing lash clusters or not. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure. We'll see though. All right, I've decided we're doing lash clusters. So I have these ones, which are from Ross, and they're like wispy, I think. I like wispy lash clusters. That's what I like to do. And I also prefer a lash cluster over a strip lash. I find it so much easier, and I feel like it's more customizable. Like if you have strip lashes and they're long, like if you're gonna use them, they have to be long, you know what I mean? But whenever you put a lash cluster on, you can put more or less depending on what vibe you're in today. Or you can do like a 8mm if you want shorter. You can go down here and get ones that are longer depending on whatever you want to do. So I like these. I find them way easier in more ways than one. So I'm going to show you guys. I take some tweezers, and then if I can find my lash glue, that would be great. Okay, here's my lash glue. This is the one that I use from Dollar Tree. Love this one. It is a 10 out of 10. Okay, I've tried the black one from Dollar Tree. It's okay, but it's not as good. This one is better. So this is LA Colors Lash Adhesive, the clear one. And basically I go ahead and open this up so that it's ready to go. And I'm just gonna, I'll set that here on this palette right here. And then I will pick which lash I want to do. Usually I'll just take one like 10mm lash cluster and kind of just put it in the middle here, and it'll like look good. It won't be too much, but it'll like look good and natural. So I think that's what we're going to do today. That's what I did yesterday, and it looked really good. Like when I have that plus the mascara, like it looks super good, super natural, you know, not too much, just like for a casual day. Because today I'm just going to have a casual outfit. You guys will see it in a little bit whenever I get the outfit on, but it's just going to be a casual day. Nothing, you know, extremely fancy or anything. So I take my little lash cluster on my tweezers, and then let me get my glue so we can pop some on. All right, I flipped the camera. So this is how much glue I did. See that? And see where I put it? That's where you want to put it. Always just let it dry for a second. Like I'll just go like this or go like this and just kind of let it dry for a second. I don't even really know if this actually does anything. I've heard it makes it stick on better. I don't know if that's true, but I always just do that for a little bit. And then, like I said, I will put it in like the middle of my lashes. There we go. I got it on. So I put it in the middle of my lashes, like I said. Now I'll take the back of my tweezers and gently just push it down, or I'll take like my finger sometimes too, and just gently push it down. And I'll see if that's enough. Sometimes I'll add like another like 8mm one if I want like a little longer, but overall that's typically what I do, and I'll just do it on the other side as well. Lashes are done. As you can see, it is super natural and I really like it. I think it looks perfect for like a natural day. So now we're gonna go in with this big old brush. I don't know what kind of brush this is, but it says powder, so I like to use it and just dust off all the powder that I put on. I love this big old brush. Absolutely. And then that's not it for powder. We don't stop there, okay? I take my big old brush like I was talking about, and the same NYX powder, and I just get a little bit on there. It doesn't take a lot. I don't do as much as I did before, but I just get a little bit on there, maybe a little less, a little bit like that. And I just put this all over my face just to make sure that my foundation and everything is in place, because this is what's going to ensure that your makeup looks matte and that it stays in place. So if that's your goal, you want to be doing this as well. So I just put this all over. Also, I'm no makeup artist. Like, some people might be watching this video and be like, oh, why is she doing her makeup like that? Oh, God. But, you know, I just do what I do. I mean, like I said, I'm not good at this. I'm no makeup artist. I'm trying, y'all. Like, I bought a bunch of new stuff. I bought a bunch of new makeup. Like, I have even more that I have bought that's coming in the mail. And I'm going to be making a whole separate video on, like, learning how to do makeup and following tutorials and all that stuff. So, no, I'm not perfect. I just do what I do and it works. If it looks good, it looks good. The technique don't have to be good. If it looks good, It gets the job done. It is now bronzer time. I love doing bronzer. I put so much bronzer on. Like, I feel like a lot of the reason that you guys' makeup doesn't look good is because you're scared of bronzer. Stop being scared of your bronzer, okay? Bronzer is going to bring everything together. It is going to make you look so good. Like, it is, you need to be putting your bronzer on. If you don't put bronzer on, that is like eating chicken without seasoning to me. No, that's illegal. That's illegal around here, okay? You're going to jail around here if you don't put no bronzer. Come on. You need your bronzer, okay? I love bronzer. Bronzer is like my favorite thing ever. So this is the one I use. It is La Mercury from Dollar Tree. And I love this one. It is really good. So this is how it looks. Super pretty. It has a little bit of a shimmer in there. And then I'm going to take this angled brush and just get some on there. And then, ooh, I hope that's not too much. And then I always place it right here, right here, right here, and then right here, and I blend it down just to make sure it's all even and everything. All right, I did my bronzer, so now we're gonna do highlighter, and then I think we'll be finished. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I love highlighter as well. Like, highlighter, 10 out of 10. I love highlighter so much. So I'm going to be using this palette. I think it's from like TJ Maxx. I got it as a gift. I don't know. It is Beauty Concepts Hello Sweetness. And this is how it looks. Looks like it got ran over by a bus, but it's okay. I've had it for a while, okay? I really like it, and it really gets the job done. So I'm going to be using this shade right here. I love a bright white highlighter. That's what I love. I love a bright white one. So I'm going to be taking this little brush right here, which is like an angled eyeshadow brush, I think. I'm going to get some on there and pop some in the inner corner. I love having eyeshadow. I love having highlighter in my inner corners. I feel like, especially since I have kind of big eyes, I feel like it really like makes the eyes pop and makes them look good. Ooh, not that much, but like just takes a little bit and it really makes the eyes pop. And then I just pop a little bit right there, right at the arch of my brow, I guess that would be called. And it really makes it look good. All right, the makeup is done. This is how it looks. I love how it looks. I absolutely love just a super bronzed look. That is what I love. I don't never do no blush. Like, I have blushes and I've done them. I've used blush a couple times, but overall, I'm not a blush girl. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think blush looks bad, but just for me, with my features and with my look, I feel that it's just best to do a good bronzy look. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I feel that is best. And what I just did was I was just taking a little bit of makeup out of my brows because sometimes I get like foundation in there, or sometimes I get concealer, or whatever. And then I have this little brow pencil, which is from Dollar Tree, so I don't fill in my brows. Like, I think my brows are fine just as they are. I don't feel that they need to be filled in. I filled them in one time and I didn't like it. That's why I don't do it, because I did it one time and I didn't like it. But I do take the spoolie and I'll just kind of brush them, make sure that they're shaped how I want. But overall, as long as I have plucked any extra hairs if needed, I think they look fine. So yeah, they're not perfect, but as long as they look decent, it's fine. They don't have to be perfect for me. A little bit of Tree Hut lip butter. And we are done with makeup. Yes. For today's outfit, I want to show you guys. So I'm going to be wearing this little one piece. It's like a tube top romper, and then it has like long pants. It is cheetah print. I love cheetah print, if you can't already tell. And this is from Ross. It is super cute, super comfy, and I really like it. It looks super good. And then I have like some little black heels that I'm going to be wearing with this as well. And then this is our products today. So I'm going to be using the Almay Sensitive Skin Antiperspirant and Deodorant, and then the River and Row Honey Butter Body Cream. And then last but not least, perfume will be Pink Woods by Ariana Grande. This is the best in the whole wide world, so underrated. Last but not least, obviously, is hair. So I want to do a simple hair today. I have my hair straightened, obviously, as you can tell, and I have a little bit of layers in the front, if you can't tell, and I like to basically take the straightener and make them go inwards. Like, you'll see what I mean. But I like how that looks, just have my hair down with it like that. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna touch up like if there's any other pieces that need to be straightened. I straightened it yesterday, so it's pretty good. But you know, sometimes there's like a couple pieces that get messed up in your sleep or something. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you guys how I do my little layers. I've been loving my little layers. I got them like a month ago or 3 weeks ago or something like that. And I really like them. So I take my straightener and I just kind of go like this. Sometimes I have to like redo it if it doesn't look how I want. But you know, you see, I kind of just do that a few times until it goes how I want, and then I'll do that on the other side, of course. And yeah, this is how the hair looks. That ends the get ready with me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and my other social medias are in the description below.